Imagine this. A 71-year-old man goes to bed after a quiet, normal evening. No pain, no signs of illness. Nothing out of the ordinary. The next morning, his family finds him unresponsive. He passed away in his sleep. No one saw it coming. No warnings, no final goodbyes. Just gone. How could this happen? Could it have been stopped? The unsettling reality is that once we cross 70, our bodies become far more sensitive to subtle, silent threats, especially at night. And certain bedtime habits, ones you might consider harmless, can quietly put your life at risk. We are talking about increased chances of strokes, sudden heart attacks, and unexpected death during sleep. And here is the scariest part. Most seniors are doing these things unknowingly every single night. In this video, we are exposing 4 specific nighttime habits that anyone over 70 must avoid. They may seem small, routine even, but they carry big consequences. You might be shocked to realize how many of them you are already doing without thinking twice. Stick with me through this entire video, because by the end, you will be armed with the insight to safeguard your health, improve your sleep, and wake up with more strength, energy, and peace of mind each morning. And make sure you do not miss the last habit. It is the one mistake most older adults are making nightly, and it could be putting their lives in serious danger. I will also show you what to do instead to make your sleep truly safe and restorative. Let us dive in. One of the most overlooked but potentially harmful bedtime routines after the age of 70 is eating large meals shortly before going to sleep. It may seem like no big deal. Perhaps it is something you have done for years without any noticeable problems. However, as we get older, our bodies handle food differently than they once did. Both the type of food you consume before sleep and, more importantly, the timing, can greatly influence your sleep quality, cardiovascular health, and risk of serious nighttime complications. Think back to earlier years. When you were younger, eating a heavy dinner late at night probably never bothered you. But now, past 70, your metabolism slows, your digestion weakens, and your body takes longer to break down food. This slowdown can result in acid reflux, disturbed sleep patterns, and even elevated blood pressure, all of which are closely associated with increased chances of heart attacks or strokes during the night. Have you ever found yourself awake at night with burning in your chest, general discomfort, or a pounding heart? If so, your late night eating might be the culprit. Here is what happens when you go to bed with a full stomach. Instead of relaxing into a deep restorative rest, your body kicks into digestive mode. Your stomach churns out acid, your intestines remain active, and your heart continues beating faster when it should be slowing down to support rest. This internal activity creates a domino effect that disrupts your sleep, keeping you in a lighter, less restful state, while simultaneously raising your risk of sudden heart-related issues. Imagine this scenario. You eat something like a rich pasta meal or a greasy burger shortly before lying down. It might feel satisfying at the moment, but once you're horizontal, your body struggles to contain the stomach acid. It may rise into your esophagus, leading to symptoms like burning, coughing, or even sudden choking sensations that jolt you from sleep. When this happens consistently, it can result in chronic acid reflux, also known as GERD, which weakens the muscles around your throat and airway. This increases the chances of aspiration pneumonia, a severe lung infection that can be especially dangerous for seniors. To make matters worse, eating late can spike your blood sugar. If you have diabetes or are at risk, this pattern can lead to unstable glucose levels, making nighttime blood sugar regulation much harder. Research shows seniors who regularly eat close to bedtime are far more likely to develop metabolic conditions that contribute to long-term heart issues. So what is the better approach? Try completing your dinner at least 3 to 4 hours before lying down. This gives your digestive system enough time to do its work before sleep. And if you find yourself feeling a bit hungry before bed, choose a light, easy-to-digest option perhaps a few nuts, a piece of fruit, or a soothing cup of caffeine-free herbal tea. These foods can actually help you relax and sleep better without overwhelming your stomach. Always remember, your body is not functioning the same way it did 20 or 30 years ago. By making just one small change, eating earlier, you can drastically reduce your risk of nighttime health events, enhance your sleep quality, and give your body the peaceful, undisturbed rest it now needs more than ever. Many people assume that keeping yourself well hydrated is always a positive habit, and in most cases, it is. However, as you grow older, especially past the age of 70, consuming too many fluids in the evening, right before bedtime, can actually pose health risks that go beyond just a few restless nights. If you find yourself waking up more than once during the night to go to the bathroom, it could be a sign that your evening fluid intake needs adjusting. This common issue, while often brushed off as just a normal part of aging, can carry far more serious consequences than people realize. Sleep interruptions are only part of the concern. Overhydrating at night can increase the risk of dangerous falls, place added stress on your heart, and even lead to long-term cognitive problems. Here is why this happens. As we age, the bladder capacity decreases and its muscle tone weakens. Your kidneys continue filtering fluids during the night, and your body becomes more reactive to even small amounts of liquid. So, when you consume a large glass of water, juice, or even a comforting cup of tea too close to bedtime, you are far more likely to experience nighttime urgency. At first, this may seem like just a minor annoyance. But imagine this. It is dark, it is late, and you are groggy. You suddenly wake up needing to use a bathroom. You sit up, try to stand quickly, but your blood pressure has not had a chance to adjust. This rapid shift can cause what is called postural hypotension, a sudden drop in blood pressure upon standing. It can leave you feeling dizzy, disoriented, and in some cases, cause you to faint. Sadly, this is one of the leading causes of falls among older adults during the night. What starts as a simple trip to the bathroom can end in serious injury, broken bones, head trauma, or something worse. There is another side to this issue as well. Frequent nighttime urination, also known as nocturia, can deeply disrupt your body's natural sleep cycle. Every time you wake up and expose yourself to light, your brain may interpret it as morning. This disrupts the release of melatonin, the hormone that controls deep, restorative sleep. The cumulative effect of poor sleep night after night is damaging. It weakens your immune system, increases your blood pressure, and accelerates cognitive decline. Research shows that seniors who regularly wake multiple times during the night are at a higher risk for dementia and memory-related diseases. That is not something to take lightly. But do not misunderstand, hydration is still essential. The key is not to eliminate fluids, but to adjust when and how you drink them. Aim to consume a majority of your daily fluids earlier in the day. Then, reduce your intake as the evening approaches. If you do feel thirsty later on, take slow, small sips instead of downing a full glass. Also, watch out for hidden sources of liquid. Soups, juicy fruits like melons, and even certain medications can increase your total fluid intake, sometimes without you realizing it. Be especially mindful of caffeinated drinks like tea or coffee consumed in the afternoon. They act as diuretics, causing your body to lose more fluid and produce more urine. Making these small, conscious changes to your hydration routine can lead to big improvements in how well you sleep, how safe you are moving around at night, and how sharp and healthy you feel overall. If you are still watching and gaining value from this content, type number 2 in the comment below so I know you are here. And if you have not subscribed yet, now is a good time. Click subscribe and turn on the bell icon so you never miss a helpful video. Your support allows us to keep creating content that empowers, educates, and inspires you. Now let us continue. A warm and cozy bedroom might feel like the perfect setting for a good night's sleep. But if you're over the age of 70, keeping your room too warm at night can actually pose hidden risks to your health. Many older adults mistakenly turn up the thermostat or cover themselves with heavy blankets, thinking it will help them fall asleep more comfortably. However, the reality is quite different. Sleeping in an overly warm room can quietly raise your risk of heart-related issues, lead to dehydration, and negatively affect your overall sleep quality, all without you even noticing. As the body ages, it loses efficiency in regulating internal temperature. The natural ability to sweat and release heat diminishes, making it easier for body temperature to increase, especially while you sleep. When your body gets too warm at night, your heart must work harder to release that heat and maintain balance. This puts additional pressure on your cardiovascular system, which can be particularly dangerous for seniors already dealing with conditions like high blood pressure, heart disease, or poor circulation. Let me ask, have you ever woken up feeling clammy, short of breath, or just uncomfortably hot in the middle of the night? That is your body signaling that it is struggling to control heat buildup. Research has shown that sleeping in a hot room can even lead to dehydration, regardless of whether you feel thirsty. Mild dehydration can thicken the blood, which raises the risk of developing blood clots, experiencing a heart attack, or suffering a stroke, particularly in older adults. Now consider someone like Frank. He is 74, retired, and likes to unwind by reading in bed each evening. He keeps his room at a steady 75 degrees Fahrenheit and uses heavy blankets to stay warm. Yet each night, he tosses and turns, wakes up sweating, and starts his day feeling drained. What Frank does not realize is that his warm sleep environment is interfering with his body's natural temperature regulation and preventing him from reaching the deeper stages of restful, restorative sleep. Stages that are essential for staying mentally sharp and physically healthy. In contrast, sleeping in a cooler room naturally helps the body lower its core temperature. This drop is critical for entering and maintaining deep sleep, which supports brain health, immune strength, and long-term vitality. Older adults who regularly sleep in a comfortably cool setting often report waking up feeling more alert, refreshed, and clear-headed. So, what is the best temperature for sleep after 70? Experts suggest keeping the bedroom between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit for optimal rest. If that seems a bit chilly, you can still stay comfortable by layering light, breathable cotton blankets instead of thick synthetic ones that hold in too much heat. Opt for lightweight, moisture-wicking sleepwear that helps your body stay cool through the night. You can also crack open a window or run a small fan to circulate fresh air. Not only does this help cool the room, but it also improves air quality, lowering the risk of breathing issues that can interrupt sleep. Making this one simple change in your nighttime environment can lead to major improvements in your health. By sleeping in a cooler room, you relieve unnecessary strain on your heart, enhance the quality of your rest, and avoid the hidden dangers of overheating during sleep. Most individuals rarely stop to consider the position they sleep in, believing that as long as they are comfortable, everything is fine. However, after the age of 70, your sleeping posture can have a much more serious effect on your health than you might assume. Sleeping in an improper position can quietly lead to breathing difficulties, hinder blood circulation, and even elevate your risk of experiencing heart failure or stroke. Sadly, countless seniors unknowingly rest in ways that place unnecessary pressure on their bodies each and every night. Here is why this matters. As we grow older, our bodies naturally go through changes in muscle strength, lung capacity, and circulation efficiency. Spending hours lying in a harmful position can compress your airways, decrease oxygen flow, and place stress on vital blood vessels, ultimately making it harder for your body to function optimally while you sleep. Over time, these effects can lead to more than just snoring or mild discomfort. They can contribute to serious medical concerns, including sleep apnea and nighttime cardiac strain. For instance, lying flat on your back may feel like a neutral or cozy choice, but it is actually one of the most hazardous positions for many older adults. When you sleep on your back, gravity causes your tongue and the soft tissues in your throat to relax and fall backward. This can partially block your airway, triggering a dangerous condition known as obstructive sleep apnea, where breathing starts and stops repeatedly throughout the night. Many people live with this condition without even knowing it, yet it is strongly associated with an increased likelihood of high blood pressure, heart disease, and even sudden cardiac arrest. Let me give you an example. Consider Robert, a 76-year-old man who had always preferred sleeping on his back. His wife noticed that he would occasionally stop breathing for a few moments in his sleep, then gasp for air. At first, he dismissed it as a normal part of aging, but gradually, he began waking up exhausted, plagued by headaches and trouble focusing during the day. Eventually, Robert spoke to his doctor, who diagnosed him with sleep apnea, a condition made worse by his sleep position. Without realizing it, he had been putting nightly strain on his heart for years. Even for those who do not suffer from sleep apnea, poor sleeping posture can negatively affect circulation. For example, lying on your right side has been shown in some studies to exert additional pressure on the heart, making it more difficult for blood to circulate properly. For seniors with pre-existing heart issues, this can lead to fluid buildup in the lungs and legs, potentially developing into congestive heart failure over time. So, what position is safest and most beneficial after 70? Health experts recommend sleeping on your left side whenever possible. This sleeping posture supports healthier blood circulation, allows your heart to function more efficiently, and can even assist your digestive system. For individuals who frequently deal with acid reflux or heartburn, lying on the left side can prevent stomach acid from traveling upward into the throat, reducing nighttime discomfort and promoting better sleep quality. If staying on your side feels difficult, try placing a long body pillow next to you for support. It can prevent you from rolling onto your back during the night. Using a slightly elevated pillow under your head can also help maintain open airways and minimize breathing interruptions. Additionally, if you suffer from joint pain or stiffness, placing a small cushion between your knees can align your spine and ease tension in your lower back. Shifting your sleep position might seem like a small change, but it can profoundly influence your overall health. By positioning your body in a way that enhances breathing, circulation, and heart performance, you can lower the chances of experiencing serious complications during the night and wake up feeling more refreshed, alert, and energized. If you are still watching this video and finding these insights helpful, go ahead and comment number 4 below to let me know you are still with us. And if you have not yet subscribed, please do so and click the bell icon so you never miss a future video. Your support allows us to keep making informative and life-enhancing content for viewers just like you. We have just explored 4 nighttime habits that may appear harmless on the surface, but can quietly endanger your health after the age of 70. From having a late dinner, to drinking excessive fluids before bed, from turning up the heat too high in your room, to sleeping in positions that place stress on your body. Each of these behaviors can gradually affect your heart, disturb your sleep, and compromise your overall health and vitality. But here is the encouraging part. These risks are not permanent. With just a few thoughtful changes to your evening habits, you can enhance the quality of your rest, reduce the likelihood of serious medical issues, and start waking up with more energy and strength each day. Take a moment right now to think. Do any of these habits sound familiar in your nightly routine? Do you find yourself waking up multiple times in the night? Have you ever experienced overheating or restlessness while sleeping? Or perhaps you have always slept on your back without realizing what it might be doing to your body. No matter your situation, awareness is a first step toward change. Once you spot what might be holding your health back, you can begin taking control and making improvements. So, here's a small but powerful challenge for you tonight. Pay close attention to how you wind down before bed. Experiment by changing just one of the habits we discussed and observe how it impacts your sleep. Maybe you finish your dinner earlier, turn down the heat in your room a few degrees, or begin sleeping on your left side instead of your back. Even the smallest adjustment can lead to significant positive changes in the long run. Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. We genuinely look forward to hearing your thoughts. Feel free to leave a comment below and let us know one valuable insight you gained from this video and how you plan to apply it in your daily life. Your feedback truly matters to us, so please do not hesitate to share. Reading your responses brings us both encouragement and inspiration to keep going. If you found this video useful or meaningful, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and consider sharing it with others. Your continued support empowers us to keep delivering helpful and informative content that can make a real difference. We appreciate you watching, and we cannot wait to see you again in the next video.